Cops, what's the saddest thing a criminal has ever said to you? We got a call from a store clerk one day reporting a robbery at gunpoint. When we reviewed the footage, it was one of the strangest things I'd ever seen. The suspect pointed a firearm at the clerk, who handed over a large wad of cash. But instead of taking all the money, the man refused it and only took a single $50 bill. Then, instead of bolting out of the store, he went to the back and grabbed a few loaves of bread, some butter, milk, socks, and a few cans of tinned meat. He returned to the register, paid for the items with a $50 bill, and even left the clerk with the change. His face was clearly visible on the footage. While the financial damages were minor, it was still an armed robbery, and we were required to track him down. Later that night, I found him entering a worn-down apartment building. I did my job, placing him in the back of my squad car and heading toward the station. On the drive, I tried to lighten the mood by joking, "I've never seen someone rob a store like you did." But he didn't laugh. He stared at me and said, "Oh, you think what I did was funny?" Caught off guard, I stumbled through my words. "I mean, it's not that, I just think, you think what?" He interrupted. "You think I want to go around terrorizing people like that? You think I enjoyed making that dude fear for his life? You want to know why I did it?" I stayed quiet, letting him speak. "I got a kid, man. 3 of them. They're home alone right now because their mama would rather be out drinking than taking care of them. My youngest daughter didn't have socks. None of them had bread to eat. And today, for the first time in their lives, they had bread with butter. Bread with butter, dog." His voice cracked, and tears welled up in his eyes. "You know how much of a failure I gotta be for my kids to have never tasted bread with butter in their lives? And guess what? They all still hugged me and called me the best dad ever when I made it. So don't joke about what I'm doing for my kids. You got it?" By this point, he was sobbing, and his words hit me like a brick. I couldn't bring myself to take him to the station. Instead, I turned the car around and drove back to his apartment. When we arrived, I uncuffed him and told him he was free to go. I asked him to promise never to rob anyone again. Before he left, I handed him the $20 I had in my wallet. He hugged me tightly and cried. I never saw him again, but I pray every day that he found a way to make things better for his kids. That encounter stuck with me and changed the way I view people forever.